Listen up. You want to soar? You want to rise above the noise, above the doubts, above every obstacle that stands in your way? Then you got to think like an eagle. The eagle mindset is not just about wings or flying. It's about vision, focus, and relentless pursuit. Obstacles are everywhere. They show up when you least expect them. They pile up when you feel you can't handle anymore. And sometimes they make you question whether you're even cut out for the journey. But listen, if you want to develop the eagle mindset, you have to understand that obstacles are not the end of the road. They are part of the process. The eagle doesn't see the storm as a threat. It sees it as an opportunity. The power to rise above obstacles means you have to change how you think about what's in front of you. When you encounter a challenge, your first reaction is usually to pull back or to give up. It's human nature to avoid pain and discomfort, but the eagle mindset demands something different. It demands that you face that challenge head on, that you don't run from it, and that you don't accept a failure as your final destination. Think about the eagle flying through the storm. It's not trying to hide or escape. It's flying higher, above the rain, above the lightning, above the wind. That same principle applies to your life. You don't have to be knocked down by what life throws at you. You have the power to elevate yourself beyond it. To rise above obstacles, you first have to accept that obstacles are inevitable. You will face setbacks. You will encounter roadblocks. You will experience moments when everything seems to fall apart. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they respond to those moments. Some people let obstacles define them. They let a bad day become a bad week become a bad year, and eventually a bad life. The eagle mindset refuses to let circumstances define who you are or where you're going. One way to start rising above obstacles is to build mental toughness. Mental toughness is not just about enduring pain or hardship. It's about developing resilience, the ability to bounce back stronger every time you get hit. It's about understanding that setbacks are temporary, not permanent. The eagle does not get discouraged when the wind is against it. Instead, it uses the wind's force to propel itself forward. You need to adopt that same mindset. When you hit a wall, don't stop. Find a way to climb over it, go around, break through around it, or break through it. You have to be relentless. Another key part of rising above obstacles is mindset shift. Most people see obstacles as problems. The eagle sees them as opportunities. Every challenge is a chance to grow stronger, smarter, and more capable. When something blocks your path, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How can I use this situation to become better? What lesson am I supposed to learn? When you start asking these questions, obstacles lose their power to defeat you. They become tools for your personal evolution. Also, understand that rising above obstacles takes courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward in spite of fear. You might feel scared, uncertain, or overwhelmed, and that's okay. The eagle doesn't fly because it isn't afraid of the storm. It flies because it refuses to be controlled by that fear. You have to develop that kind of bravery. When fear wants to hold you back, push harder. When doubt tries to freeze you, take action anyway. Courage is a muscle you build by doing hard things repeatedly. In addition, rising above obstacles demands patience. The eagle doesn't rush. It knows the storm will pass, and it waits for the right moment to soar. You have to be patient with your own journey. Success doesn't always come overnight. Sometimes it takes years of pushing through setbacks, failures, and disappointments before you break through. But every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Celebrate those small wins. They are the foundation of your rise. Furthermore, discipline plays a massive role in overcoming challenges. The eagle maintains steady focus and control, no matter how fierce the storm. You're disciplined to keep working, whether that means showing up every day, practicing your craft, or making sacrifices, determines how high you will rise. It's easy to give up when the pressure is on, but discipline keeps you moving when motivation fades. You must build routines and habits that keep you consistent. Consistency is what transforms obstacles from roadblocks into stepping stones. Rising above obstacles also means surrounding yourself with the right environment. The eagle doesn't fly low with the pigeons. It flies high where the air is clear. If your environment is filled with negativity, doubt, or people who want to hold you back, it becomes harder to rise. Seek out those who challenge you, who push you, who believe in your vision. The right support system lifts you higher. Sometimes rising above obstacles means distancing yourself from what drags you down. Another important aspect is learning to control your emotions. Obstacles often come with frustration, anger, disappointment, and sadness. The eagle stays calm in the storm. It doesn't let emotion cloud its judgment. You have to train yourself to respond, not react. When you stay calm and focused, you're better able to find solutions rather than getting overwhelmed by problems. Emotional control is a key skill in rising above any difficulty. Lastly, understand that obstacles test your commitment. They test how badly you want your dreams. If you want something enough, you'll do whatever it takes to overcome what stands in your way. The eagle mindset is built on unwavering commitment. UE commitment. No matter how tough the climb, no matter how fierce the storm, the eagle keeps going. You must be that committed. Let your goals burn so bright that no obstacle can extinguish your fire. Clear vision is the foundation of everything you want to achieve. Without vision, you are like a ship lost at sea, drifting wherever the wind takes you. The eagle doesn't fly blindly. It has a target so sharp, so focused, it can see its prey from miles away. That kind of clarity and vision is what separates the average from the extraordinary. If you want to develop the eagle mindset, you must first develop a vision so powerful that nothing can distract or deter you. Vision is not just about seeing what you want in the future. It's about having a detailed mental picture of where you're going, why you're going there, and what you're willing to do to get there. The eagle's eyes are built to zoom in on one thing and block out everything else. You need that same ability to zoom in on your goals. That means eliminating the noise, the distractions, the doubts, the fear that cloud your mind and your path. The problem most people face is they don't have a clear vision. They have vague dreams or wishful thinking. They say things like, I want to be successful or I want to be happy, but they don't know what success or happiness looks like for them. Without a clear picture, it's impossible to take consistent steps forward. Clarity creates direction, and direction creates momentum. When you know exactly what you want, your mind begins to focus on solutions instead of problems. As you start to see opportunity where others see obstacles, having clear vision means setting specific measurable goals. Don't just say, I want to be rich. Say, I want to earn X amount by this date. Don't just say, I want to be fit. Say, I want to run a 5K in under 25 minutes by this month. When your goals are specific, your brain knows what to aim for. This precision sharpens your focus and fuels your motivation. The eagle never wanders aimlessly. It locks on and attacks with purpose. Another critical part of clear vision is writing it down. When you write your vision, you give it life. It becomes something real, something tangible that you can look at every day. Writing your vision helps you organize your thoughts, clarify your intentions, and hold yourself accountable. When you read your vision daily, it reminds you why you started and what you're working for. The eagle doesn't forget its target just because the skies get dark. Your written vision is your compass through the storm. Clear vision also means breaking your big goals into smaller, manageable steps. The eagle doesn't try to swoop down on the entire mountain at once. It takes it one peak at a time. If your vision is too big or overwhelming, it can cause paralysis or procrastination. But when you break it down, each small victory builds confidence and momentum. You're constantly moving forward, and that forward motion keeps your vision alive in your mind. A powerful vision requires emotional connection. The eagle's focus is driven by hunger and survival. You need to feel the same fire for your goals. Your vision must touch your heart, stir your emotions, and ignite your passion. When your vision is emotionally charged, it fuels resilience during tough times. It keeps you moving when motivation wanes. Without that emotional drive, your vision is just words on paper. But with it, your vision becomes a force that pulls you forward no matter what. To sharpen your vision, you also need to guard your mind from negativity. The world is full of people who want to dim your light, who want to tell you you can, or it won't work. It won't work. The eagle doesn't listen to the crows. You have to be selective about what you let into your mind. Feed it with positive influences, books, mentors, affirmations that reinforce your vision. Protect your focus like it's your most valuable possession, because it is. Visualization is a powerful tool to keep your vision clear. Take time each day to close your eyes and imagine yourself living your dream. See the details, the sights, the sounds, the feelings. The ego sees its prey clearly before it makes the move. You must see your success clearly before it becomes reality. This mental rehearsal trains your brain to believe it's possible, which strengthens your commitment and performance. Clear vision demands discipline. Every day you must prioritize your actions based on your vision. The ego doesn't waste energy chasing every noise. It conserves energy for the perfect moment. You have to be ruthless in how you spend your time and energy. Say no to distractions. Say no to people who don't support your goals. Say no to habits that don't serve your vision. Discipline helps you stay on course even when the journey gets tough. Another key to maintaining clear vision is regular reflection. The ego adjusts its flight path as needed, always aware of its surroundings and conditions. You must regularly check in with yourself and your goals. Are you still moving toward your vision? Have you gotten distracted or lost sight? Adjust your plans if necessary, but never lose the vision itself. Flexibility in approach, not in destination, keeps you moving forward. Having clear vision also means being willing to sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term gain. The ego gives up the comfort of the ground to soar in the sky. You have to be willing to give up distractions, instant gratification, and comfort zones to pursue your vision. It's not easy, but it's necessary. The clearer your vision, the easier it is to make those sacrifices because you see the bigger prize waiting for you. Clarity in vision also empowers confidence. When you know exactly where you're going and why, you walk with authority, you speak with conviction. You make decisions quickly and boldly. The ego doesn't hesitate or second guess when it locks onto its target. You must develop that same certainty. Confidence is not arrogance. It's the result of clear vision combined with preparation and action. Finally, clear vision builds resilience against doubt and failure. Things don't go as planned. When you face criticism or rejection, your vision keeps you anchored. It reminds you that every setback is temporary and your goal is still worth fighting for. The ego may miss its target on the first try, but it never loses sight of it. And stays locked in, ready to try again and again until it succeeds. Relentless pursuit is what separates those who dream from those who do. It's the hunger inside that won't be satisfied until the goal is in your hands. The ego doesn't casually glide through the sky, hoping to catch something. It hunts with ferocity, unwavering focus, and relentless determination. If you want to embody the ego mindset, you have to commit yourself to relentless pursuit. You have to be willing to chase your goals with every ounce of energy and refuse to stop until you claim what's yours. Relentless pursuit means you don't settle for good enough. You don't stop when things get hard or when the first signs of success appear. The journey is not about hitting a halfway mark and relaxing. It's about pushing past limits, breaking through barriers, and outworking everyone else. The ego doesn't quit after one failed dive. It keeps circling, watching, waiting, and then strikes again with even more precision. You have to develop that kind of never give up mentality. This pursuit requires obsession. Not a toxic obsession, but a focused, positive obsession. It means your goals consume your thoughts and your actions. When you wake up, your vision is the first thing on your mind. When you go to bed, it's the last thing you think about. The ego is obsessed with survival and success. Your obsession should be with your purpose and passion. The stronger your obsession, the harder it becomes for distractions to pull you away. Relentless pursuit also means embracing sacrifice. The ego sacrifices comfort to fly higher and farther. In your life, this means giving up things that don't align with your goals, whether that's time, energy, or relationships that hold you back. You have to be willing to work harder, longer, and smarter than anyone else in the room. There's no shortcut, no magic formula, only consistent hard work and sacrifice. The price of greatness is often paid in sweat and tears. Another crucial element is resilience. Pursuit is rarely a straight line. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments when quitting seems easier than continuing. But the ego never backs down. When it misses its target, it regroups, reassesses, and attacks again. You have to build that kind of resilience. Every no, every failure, every closed door is just fuel to drive you harder. You learn from it, grow stronger, and keep moving forward. Relentless don't get discouraged. They get motivated. Relentless pursuit also demands focus. It means keeping your eyes locked on the prize, even when the world tries to pull you off course. You will face distractions, people telling you it's impossible, tempting shortcuts, and moments of doubt. The eagle flies through the storm with unwavering focus. You have to do the same in your life. Learn to say no to what doesn't serve your vision. Guard your time and energy fiercely. Focus isn't just about doing more, it's about doing what matters most relentlessly. Commitment is another cornerstone. To pursue relentlessly, you must commit fully. Half-hearted effort produces half-hearted results. The eagle commits to them with all its heart, mind, and body. Your commitment must be total, no matter how long it takes or how tough it gets. This means showing up every day ready to do the work, even when you don't feel like it. Commitment keeps you consistent, and consistency is the bridge between goals and achievement. Relentless pursuit is also about adaptability. The eagle adjusts its flight path when needed, but never loses sight of its target. In your pursuit, things won't always go as planned. You might need to change strategies, learn new skills, or face unexpected challenges. Being relentless doesn't mean rigid. It means being flexible enough to adapt, but never losing your drive. Keep your eyes on the prize, but be willing to pivot your approach when necessary. Another powerful factor is accountability. The eagle is accountable to itself for every dive, every move. In your life, you must hold yourself accountable for your progress. Don't blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck. Own your journey, set deadlines, track your progress, and be brutally honest with yourself about where you stand. Accountability sharpens your pursuit because it removes excuses and forces action. Relentless pursuit also requires belief. You have to believe in yourself and your vision with unwavering faith. The eagle trusts its instincts and abilities. You must trust your preparation, your skills, and your purpose. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. When you believe deeply in your pursuit, you gain the courage to keep going even when the path is uncertain. Your belief becomes the foundation of your relentless energy. Passion fuels relentless pursuit. Without passion, you'll burn out. The eagle hunts because it must survive. Your passion must be your why. It's the fire inside that keeps you moving forward when motivation fades. Passion turns hard work into joy and struggle into growth. It makes the pursuit worth every sacrifice and every sleepless night. The stronger your passion, the easier it is to stay relentless. Relentless pursuit also teaches patience. It's not about rushing, but about relentless, consistent effort over time. The eagle doesn't strike randomly. It waits for the perfect moment. Your pursuit needs a balance of urgency and patience. Urgency to keep moving, patience to endure the process. Greatness is a marathon, not a sprint. Keep pushing every day and the results will come. Lastly, relentless pursuit builds confidence. Every small win, every step closer to your goal strengthens your belief that you can achieve it. The eagle gains confidence with every successful dive, and you gain confidence with every action taken toward your dreams. Confidence feeds the pursuit, creating a powerful cycle of momentum that pushes you beyond limits you once thought impossible. Sacrifice and discipline are the pillars that hold up the eagle mindset. Without them, vision and pursuit fall apart. The eagle doesn't get to soar at high altitudes by chance or luck. It sacrifices comfort, safety, and ease to reach those heights. If you want to rise and conquer, you must be willing to pay the price. Sacrifice is the willingness to give up something valuable today for something greater tomorrow. Discipline is the daily commitment to doing what's necessary, even when you don't feel like it. Together, they form the unstoppable foundation of success. Sacrifice means making tough choices. It means saying no to distractions, no to instant gratification, and no to the easy path. The eagle gives up the warmth of the nest to brave the cold winds. You have to give up the habits, people, and activities that keep you grounded when you're meant to be flying. Maybe it's staying up late scrolling your phone instead of working on your goals. Maybe it's avoiding hard conversations or skipping workouts because you're too tired. And sacrifice means choosing the hard right over the easy wrong every single time. This is not about punishment or self-denial for the sake of it. Sacrifice is a strategy. It's a deliberate choice to invest your time, energy, and resources in what truly matters. You sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term gain. The eagle doesn't feast every day, but when it does, it's powerful and purposeful. You must learn to delay gratification. It's uncomfortable, but it's necessary. The more you practice sacrifice, the stronger your resolve becomes. Discipline is what turns sacrifice into results. Sacrifice without discipline is like a fire without fuel. It burns out quickly. Discipline is showing up when motivation disappears. It's doing the work when you're exhausted, distracted, or discouraged. Discipline means sticking to your plan even when nobody's watching. Oh, the eagle doesn't soar only on sunny days. It flies through storms and dark skies. That's the power of discipline. It builds consistency, builds mastery. One of the hardest parts of discipline is battling your own mind. Your brain is wired for comfort and ease. It wants to avoid pain and seek pleasure. Discipline is training your mind to override those instincts. It's about developing willpower, the ability to say a no to yourself now so you can say yes to your future later. Willpower is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The eagle's willpower is fierce. You must cultivate that same strength. Sacrifice and discipline also demand routine. The eagle doesn't randomly decide when to fly. It has rhythms and patterns that maximize its power. You need daily routines that align with your goals. Whether it's waking up early, setting priorities, or carving out time for focus, your routines create structure. Structure reduces decision fatigue and keeps you on track. Discipline is easier when it becomes habit. The more you automate good habits, the less you have to rely on motivation or luck. Another critical aspect is focus. Sacrifice means cutting out distractions and focusing intensely on what matters most. The discipline means maintaining that focus every day. The eagle's vision is laser sharp because it refuses to let anything blur its sight. You must protect your time and energy fiercely. Say no to people who don't support your mission. Say no to activities that waste your energy. Protect your mental and physical space so you can perform at your best. Sacrifice and discipline also require accountability. You must hold yourself responsible for your choices and actions. The eagle doesn't blame the wind or the weather for how it flies. You can't blame circumstances, others, or setbacks for your progress. Own your journey. Track your progress honestly. When you slip up, don't make excuses. Correct course and move forward. Accountability fuels discipline by creating standards you refuse to break. Embracing sacrifice and discipline means embracing discomfort. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. The eagle faces harsh winds, cold temperatures, and long flights, but endures because it knows the rewards are worth the pain. You must be willing to endure discomfort, early mornings, tough workout, late nights, and sacrifices in social life, because these moments build the strength to reach your goals. The discomfort is temporary. The rewards are lasting. Sacrifice and discipline also build character. When you consistently choose the hard route over the easy wrong, you develop integrity, patience, and resilience. These qualities become your armor in the face of challenges. The eagle's strength is not just physical, it's mental and emotional. Your character is what sustains you when the external world tries to break you down. Furthermore, sacrifice means prioritizing. You only have so much time, energy, and attention each day. Discipline teaches you to allocate these resources wisely. You focus on the few vital tasks that drive the biggest results. The eagle doesn't waste energy chasing every movement below. It waits for the perfect moment to strike. You must learn to prioritize tasks that align directly with your goals, ignoring the noise. Sacrifice and discipline also foster humility. The eagle doesn't boast about its strength or flight. It quietly does its work. Day after day, you must be humble enough to accept that success takes time, effort, and sometimes failure. Humility keeps you teachable, open to learning and growth. It prevents arrogance, which can derail your progress. Lastly, discipline requires faith. Faith in your vision, faith in the process, and faith in yourself. Sometimes the sacrifices you make won't show immediate results. Sometimes discipline feels like a grind. But faith keeps you committed through the uncertainty. The eagle trusts its instincts and preparation. Free. You must trust that your sacrifice and discipline will pay off, even when you can't see it yet. Embracing challenges is not optional if you want to develop the eagle mindset. It is essential. Oh, the eagle never shies away from storms or rough winds. It flies directly into them. Knowing those challenges are what build strength, sharpen skills, and separate the strong from the weak. If you want to soar high in life, you must stop running from challenges and start facing them head on with courage and confidence. Challenges are not your enemy. They are your greatest teachers. Most people avoid challenges because they are uncomfortable, uncertain, and risky. They want an easy path with no obstacles. But here's the truth. There's no easy path to greatness. The higher you want to fly, the stronger the winds you will face. Challenges are inevitable. What separates the ego mindset is the willingness to embrace those storms rather than hide from them. You learn to see challenges as opportunities. Opportunities to grow, to test your limits, to prove your resilience. Challenges push you out of your comfort zone. Comfort zones are traps that keep you grounded, stuck in mediocrity. The ego understands this instinctively. It leaves the safety of its nest, braves the unknown, and ventures into the open skies where it is vulnerable but free. When you embrace challenges, you too step into the unknown. You risk failure, rejection, and pain, but you also open the door to transformation and success. Growth never happens in comfort. It happens in discomfort. Facing challenges builds mental toughness. The eagle's power comes from its ability to endure harsh conditions, cold winds, storms, hunger, and still fly higher. Mental toughness is the muscle you develop when you refuse to quit despite difficulty. Every challenge you face and overcome strengthens that muscle. You become more resilient, more confident, and better prepared for the next challenge. The eagle doesn't break under pressure. It uses pressure to become stronger. Challenges teach you valuable lessons. When you fail, when you stumble, when you fall short, you gain insight. You learn what doesn't work, where you need improvement, and how to adapt. The eagle doesn't learn to hunt by succeeding every time. It learns through trial and error, through persistence. Embracing challenges means welcoming feedback from life's hard knocks. It means being humble enough to learn and wise enough to adjust. Those lessons shape your path forward. Challenges also reveal your true character. When things are easy, anyone can shine. But when the storm hits, only the strong remain standing. The eagle's character is forged in the toughest skies. Your character is tested and proven through challenges. How you respond, whether you crumble, complain, or confront, defines who you are. Embracing challenges means choosing to stand tall, to keep moving, and to fight even when the odds are against you. Moreover, challenges build confidence. Every time you face a difficulty and push through, you prove to yourself that you are capable. The eagle grows bolder with every successful hunt, every long flight against the wind. Your confidence grows with each challenge conquered. This confidence fuels your momentum, making the next challenge easier to face. The more you embrace challenges, the more fearless you become. Embracing challenges requires a mindset shift. Instead of seeing obstacles as barriers, you must see them as stepping stones. Instead of fearing failure, you must welcome it as part of the process. The eagle doesn't waste energy fearing the storm. It focuses on how to navigate it. When you shift your perspective, challenges lose their power to stop you. They become fuel, motivation, and proof that you are on the right path. Challenges force creativity and problem solving. The eagle must adapt to shifting winds and changing environments to survive. You must do the same with your challenges. When you embrace them, you engage your brain's highest functions, thinking strategically, innovating, and finding new ways forward. Challenges push you to think outside the box, to dig deeper, and to unleash your potential. This creative energy is the key to overcoming what once seemed impossible. Another important part of embracing challenges is persistence. Challenges are rarely solved overnight. The eagle doesn't give up if it misses its prey the first time. It tries again, and again. Persistence means you keep going when others quit. It means you refuse to let temporary setbacks define your future. The eagle's persistence is relentless, and yours must be the same. You must keep attacking your challenges until you break through. Embracing challenges also means building support systems. Even the eagle benefits from the environment around it. Good hunting grounds, safe nesting places, and favorable winds. You need to surround yourself with people and resources that help you face challenges. Mentors, coaches, friends, and family can provide guidance, encouragement, and perspective. No eagle flies completely alone. It uses its environment to thrive. You must learn to lean on your support system when the challenges feel overwhelming. Challenges develop humility. When you face tough situations, you realize you don't have all the answers. The ego doesn't act with arrogance. It moves with calculated patience. Embracing challenges keeps you grounded and teachable. It reminds you that growth is a lifelong process and that every challenge is an opportunity to become better, not perfect. Humility keeps you open to learning and adaptable to change. Finally, embracing challenges is about courage. It takes courage to step into the unknown, to face fear, and to confront uncertainty. The eagle is fearless because it understands that courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. You must develop that courage, the courage to fail, to fall, and to rise again. Courage is the heartbeat of the eagle mindset. Without it, challenges become roadblocks. With it, they become the wings that carry you higher. Vision and purpose are the compass and the engine that drive the eagle mindset. Without a clear vision, the eagle wouldn't know where to fly or why to endure the hardships of the skies. Similarly, without purpose, your actions become aimless, your energy scatter, and your passion fade. Vision is the vivid picture of the future you want to create, and purpose is the deep reason behind that vision, the why that fuels your relentless drive. Together, they create unstoppable momentum. A clear vision gives you direction. The eagle's eyesight is legendary because it sees far beyond the ordinary. It focuses on a target miles away and stays locked in, no matter what distractions or storms come its way. Your vision must be just as sharp and clear. It's not a vague hope or wish. It's a detailed image of what success looks like for you. The more specific and compelling your vision, the more power it has to pull you forward. When you wake up every morning, your vision should be the first thing in your mind, guiding your decisions and actions. Purpose adds meaning to that vision. The eagle isn't flying just to fly. It's flying to survive, to thrive, to fulfill a role in the ecosystem. Your purpose is your reason for being, why you choose to chase your vision despite obstacles and setbacks. Purpose connects your goals to your values, your passions, and your identity. It turns hard work into a mission and sacrifice into a calling. When your purpose is strong, you develop a resilience that pushes you through pain, doubt, and fear. Having vision and purpose creates focus. When you know where you're going and why, distractions lose their power. The eagle ignores the noise below because it's focused on the prize above. It gives you the strength to keep moving when the path is uncertain and the faith to believe in your potential. Finally, vision and purpose inspire legacy. The eagle's flight is part of a cycle that sustains life and environment. Your vision and purpose contribute to something lasting beyond your own existence. When you live with vision and purpose, you create a ripple effect, impacting those around you, inspiring others, and shaping the future. This legacy mindset transforms your pursuit from temporary achievement to timeless influence.